Hello, welcome back to Learn Economia. Here we are going to answer the question, what is new balance in economics? So what does new balance in economics means? So let's answer this question here. This particular term is basically used in the arena of consumer finance. And when we refer to this term, what you mean is that it is the amount earned by a credit card holder at the end of their billing cycle. So we know that as a person who, as a consumer, uh, every one of us would purchase a lot of commodities, and as a result of your purchase uh, you will get a bill for which you have to pay the amount which is given in the bill, and the new balance is actually the sum of the previous balance and the payments made during the billing cycle, as well as any credit, any purchase, any balance transfers, any fees, any cash advances, or any interest charges are also included here. So this is actually we can see that this is featured predominantly on a monthly credit card, because many of you might be earning salaries, that is a monthly payment, and as a result what you do is that you would be going for a monthly budget, and as a result of your monthly budget you will be making your monthly purchases. So you will be, as a result of the same, you will be going for a monthly credit card statement along with the cardholder's minimum monthly payment. So how does this system work? That is very important. And this particular new balance concept, it reflects all the activity that take place on a credit card during the previous month. Okay, so let's see how are you using your credit card in a particular month. So if the card holder is wishing to avoid some incurring interest on your card, then what the holder has to do is that he or she has to ensure that the person is paying off the new balance in full before the start of the next payment cycle. So you are not making any pending kind of thing, you are actually making the full payment. Otherwise what happens is that your interest will begin accruing. So this is actually based on the unpaid amount, and as a result, for the unpaid amount there would be a percentage that is calculated on an annual basis, and this annual percentage rate would hover around 20%, and the credit card debts would be growing at an alarming rate. As a result, we can see that we have to make we should make sure that we are not going for any pending kind of things. Even if we are going for pending things, what you have to do is that you have to make it sure that you are not sustaining it. So card holders should carefully review their monthly statements. This is very much important to ensure that they are aware of their new balance. You have to see how much is available in your card, how much balance is there in your card. Only by considering the available balance you should make purchases. If any unknown or if any fraudulent charges are detected, then you should immediately inform the issuer of the card. You should immediately contact the bank that has issued you the card. So then only you can deal with the additional charges. If there is any deduction made by the bank, then you can contact the bank so that they can remove these charges. And also you can see that in order to reduce the risk of further damage, you can contact the provider of the card, and the provider of the card would typically respond by cancelling the existing card, and you would at the same time would be given a new card. So they would be doing all these things simultaneously. They would be canceling the existing card, and also they will be giving you the new card at the same time. Remaining aware of our credit cards, new balance is especially important, because as I have already told you, you should be very much sure about how much is there in your balance, and also you have to see that whether there is any fraudulent practices going on or in your based on your card, or whether there is any theft which has happened with by using your card. So you have to be aware about all these kinds of things, and if there are any culprits, then they should be caught, right? So if the culprit should be caught and the victim should be given justice. So if the victims fail to realize that this in or any kind of fraudulent practices or any kind of theft has occurred, then they might find it as something very much damaging, when they know these kinds of things in the future. That means that there are cases that these people, there are cases that the card holders might be unaware of these kinds of things, and they might not check their balances. So as a result, they would be knowing this, fraudulent kind of practices or theft only after checking checking for the balance in their card, or only after taking the monthly statement with respect to their card. So at that time it might be too late for them to act. So in order to avoid that situation, it is better to check your card at least every month. You have to take a monthly statement of your card at least every month. So that is very important. So coming to the real world example of New Balance, you can see that Catherine is actually just take the case of this person. This person is reviewing her monthly credit card statement, which states that her new balance is $2,000. Okay, so after checking, she could see that her new balance is $2,000. Reading through the statement, she could identify that her previous balance was $1,000, but it grew to 2,000. And this is based on having made $1,000 in debt repayments alongside $2,000 in new purchases. Looking over these numbers, she was surprised. She got surprised. So she could see that she was only expecting dollar thousand in new credit card purchases the previous month, but she decides to review the transaction listed in her statement to what led to this additional dollar thousand spending. So she discovered that several large and unrecognized transactions were going on using her card. As a result, she was actually suspecting that she may be the victim of fraud. So she contacted her credit card issuer. She contacted the bank from which she got the credit card, and she informed them about the fraudulent transactions which were going on by using her card. So as a result, her card issuing company agreed to investigate the case. Catherine is told that her existing card would be discontinued. They had cancelled her existing card, and they told that she would be given a new card. So that is a real life example about Catherine and her monthly review of her bank statement or credit card statement, and how she could identify a fraud which has happened by using her card, and how she has contacted the card issuer, and how the card issuer responded to her query and case. So that's all for today. I hope you could get some idea with respect to the new balance and how it is important, especially in a world where we could detect a lot of fraud as well as theft by using online mode. So in that case, when these kinds of things are even very much frequent, even in the online mode, you can see that you have to understand the idea of new balance here. So I request you to like, share and subscribe to this channel for more videos, and you can be a part of my Telegram group as well as Telegram channel to discuss your doubts. I'll be providing the links of these in the description box. You can join from there, just pick it from there. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching.